go to the regionals here.
This is no longer a bucket tick list. This is real. This is everything. And I cannot. To be honest with you, the only other closer game would be Infuse versus DB, which will then decide who's going in.
I said everything that is the last game we could technically stream. We didn't stream that one because we'd already watched DB and we wanted to give the other team some spotlights tonight, and that will be TYT versus Leverage.
Now, TYT versus Leverage, the first game will be Domination on Octane. Again, you know the pivotal point here, it is that B-Dom, you know, and again, you'll see a lot of teams go up, set around it, especially coming from the petrol station side. They'll hold tight and wait for that moment to go in. Normally one door, you know, will be covered. It's just a case now of who's got the bigger firepower here. TYT setting up. I'm interested to see how Fearcrads goes on this map. He likes Octane. We've seen him several times throughout these qualifiers have some amazing games on this map.
And you know what? They're going to feel it. They're going to know that although they can technically qualify anyway, that because Orbit are playing Epsilon, and if it goes the wrong way, the pressure is going to be on them. For it to come down to this, for the last game that they're going to play in the leagues, they're not going to feel any more pressure than this. It's probably the biggest games they've ever played.
Well, biggest games up to date, to be honest with you. Because if they go to the European qualifiers, for them, that's their biggest stage that they've been on, you know. And let's hope they can continue to do so. These guys were a bunch of guys that got together from doing YouTube videos, brought together. And, you know, they've really been on the grind. They really have. So, full credit to them. We saw them beat Orbit. And last week, you said ex-Orbit. It caused an array of Twitter backlash. It was crazy. You know, I think no one really saw TYT taking out Orbit. You know, so fair play to him. And with this under their belt, this could be a big win here for these guys if they can take out Leverage.
It is now. Let's jump on board with Drains and let's see what he can do pushing forward. And he is now going to be very cautious. It looks like he was going to go straight aggressive, but his teammates have dropped. And now you can actually see TYT. You know he's going to try and pick it up. He's going to come around here. Doesn't manage to get that one. Let's jump on board with Insomnius, who's currently 2-0. Yeah,
Insomnius here taking White Truck on that left of the petrol station. Does see one across from there on that back end of the Juggernaut, literally outside of the strip club Pinkies. He's going to hold this left-hand side with his teammate, which means that these guys from TYT are going to get an early points lead. It's 8-5, and I have to say, TYT seem to get that a little bit.
Insomnius.
Brilliant play from Insomnius. Just come in, brought the knife up, took him out sweetly. But Insomnius is 3-0. It just tells you how quick they got the capture on C to already be in the front by 9 points.
It is now Insomnius just holding this down here. His team are putting so much pressure onto Leverage here. They've come out guns firing. Insomnius now 5-0. He's got 2 captures. He's still holding. We're still on board with him as he refuses to move from this position. He's just playing that floating role, keeping center map locked straight down. Now on board with Fearcrads, pushing forward. They're putting the pressure onto Leverage once again.
Look at the plays over here from TYT. Taking 4, now bound to 2 of Leverage out. Leverage spawning on this left-hand side. They're going to use the cover of the broken Humvees there to push through, rotate through back carriage, but they don't do that. Insomnius taking out Taser. And again, look at this. Drains now comes in, takes out Insomnius. Are we going to see a trade here for B-Dom? He's going to hold it, and there comes the trophy system. That really, for me, is the important part of taking this B-Dom here.
That's certainly see what Leverage can do now. They have managed to get that point back off of TYT. I'm actually jumping board. Someone is 9-1. He's going to pick up another kill. He's now 10-1, putting the slaying down, but they need to try and get B back quickly enough. It's a bit quicker than you jumping on board with it. They try to put the shots down, going on board with Oracle mode, but he just needs to hold on for a second. Doesn't quite get it. It has been neutralized. Benny Central now going to move on. A lot of ARs actually for this team. Fearcrad's going to come out here, picks up Taza. Now going to throw a grenade in. Is it going to be right? It's going to be the other side. It doesn't manage to get it, and it looks like they're going to lose it. Lemon is going to pick up that grenade and die as the TYT are putting the hammer down. It's Taza that has to try and deflect this. He's been shot up, tagged up as well as TYT answers straight back, taking this off Leverage.
Yeah, they really needed to do that because if Leverage have got this, they would have been set up to hold that and possibly go for it. But look at this, it's Fearcrads. He's going for a triple cap. Look at that, there's no one there to stop him. Surely this cannot be. Is this going to be a play? Yes, it is. There's the 3 cap. Won't be for long though, because Leverage now sitting in on that C-Dom. Benny Central dropping back to pick this up, takes the kill. He is down, and that was a triple cap for a very short amount of time. But they are losing A and C. As quick as they got it, in return, it's Leverage with the answers.
It is now. Let's see. Quicker Than You trying to put some shots down. Does manage to pick up that long-range shot. They have turned the map around, and it is now going to be them holding A and B. 59 points to 32. TYT have come out all guns blazing here.
And this is exactly the start that these boys would have wanted. Picking up a kill there. Nice play by Quicker Than You. Literally one on that tank. He just sees him as he dips down behind the sandbags. He's coming around his right side. One, two. Blaze there.
Jeff gets one.
It was one. It was Insomnius that managed to get that play for him. And, you know, and Leverage just don't seem to have the power.
Well, you know what? TYT at the moment showing the kind of power they had last week when they took down the X-Orbit squad. And they're now certainly putting the hammer down onto Leverage. They've just got to be very careful to hold this now, not get complacent. 73 to 39. They're going to be very happy with that score. 1 minute left to go. Still on board with Insomulus, who's just constantly holding their Quicker Than You doing the same thing. This seems to be a tactic these guys have. Get their ARs out, hold the choke point, and just lay down fire that nobody can move.
It suggests to me that Quicker Than You, Fearcrads, Insomulus and Benny Central have been working on some tactics. As I say that, Drains comes round, takes out Quicker Than You, pushing forward, loving the way that this guy is moving on that left-hand side. They are losing A. Surely now TYT need to rotate and maybe go for C. As I say that, we do see
if he can hold.
We do see them TYT doing that. I believe it could be Insomnius that's trying to take that as well.
He's going to take it. However, they are in a bad position here. Let's jump on board with Benny Central. He's got to be very careful. He's got to get the nade down. Let's jump on board with Leverage as they manage to get it back once again. It's going to be a little bit too late, to be honest, this side. But they do pick it up. And it was definitely outslayed there from TYT in that first half. It's going to be 92 to 56. That is a huge lead for TYT.
That is a 36-point gap. That is a massive gap to come into the next game with.
Well, that's certainly the way you want to kick off a potential qualification game.
Oh, yeah, very much so. When you look at the plays that these TYT are bringing in here, I mean, Quicker Than You is 15 for A. Insomnius, 14 for 6. Fearcrads, he's 12 for 13, playing very much of a defensive role, trying to stop anyone coming around for the rotation. And, you know, there was 13 for 11 there for Benny Central.
I mean, you usually see more SMGs than ours.
Yeah.
But TYT obviously worked out. And usually you see Benny holding those kind of areas.
Yeah, you do.
But Quicker Than You, Insomulus, they were just there as well. And it just meant that Leverage couldn't really work. They were running in to players who were prepared to take them down.
They were indeed, and the way they had...
It was a lot slower gameplay. You saw it was a lot slower
yeah.
from TYT than you'd usually expect frantic there, but they held it, and they held it really well.
Yeah, you normally see them be a little bit more aggressive, but I think from the look of it, they've been working on the plays and the setup, and do you know what? It's worked really, really well. They seem to have, you know, using the bus from the motel, sorry, holding it through, taking that B-dom, and just picking off the players. Worked very well.
You usually see teams trying to put the pressure on a little bit, but this map, because of its wide open middle, because of the long sightlines, it can be very difficult to try lock a team in because it's very long. In terms of Call of Duty maps, it does seem like sometimes you're just going to miss a player and they split, and it does seem like TYT didn't want that split.
Yeah, no.
They were like, we're not going to let you do that. We're actually going to hang back further than we usually would from this B point and just make sure that you can't get past us, but B, we've got this many ARs locking the map down that we're still going to win the gunfights we need to keep you off of us.
Yeah, see, you did, and you mentioned that split, and when TYT went for the triple cap and then Leverage answered back, you saw the split straight away. And that's what they realised. They realised by overextending, it did cause a little weakness in that armour. But it was, you know, they resurrected it rather quickly, and they allowed the play to continue. As we run on here with Leverage, Drains, and Drains now, look at this already. They're pushing forward as the gun battle goes down. Fearcrads picks off 2 players. He's going to push forward very, very quickly. Is he going to hold as he did in the previous rounds? As we see Leverage, he takes a brilliant headshot there. I'm not going to say much because as he does that, he gets taken out.
I'm trying to get on board with Leverage, but every time they keep dying. Grenade's going to come out, and it doesn't look like they're going to lose B and C at the same time. They have managed to stop the C going away, but it did exactly what TYT wanted it to do. It pulled away Leverage from that B point, giving them the easy cap. Now it's 7-7, but that's soon going to change. As I did try to jump on board with Leverage more this second half, but since they're 0-2, 0-3, 0-2, it's kind of just watching the respawn screen. Yeah,
it really is. There is nothing happening in their favour at all.
Look at them drop.
They're struggling so much that, you know, straight away, TYT, they've taken the same as last time. It's A and B, and they're just holding that line, and they're holding it with an immense amount of strength, in all honesty. They're not bottling anything. They're holding tight, and you're going to see Lemon here. He's going to try and break away. But there's literally, as you saw from Oracle mode, there's one in B. There's literally one on his left-hand side by Tank. He's not going to get the kills he wants here. He's just scouting out, and he gets picked off.
0-4. Quicker Than You is now 6-0 on this game, and he's now going to go and try and just hold them off. Shots coming in, does manage to take that one as well. Has the LMG, and you can actually see there might be actually a split here. Leverage have got players all over the map. Quicker Than You not going to drop though. Got his specialist bonus at the same time. And TYT are making this look so easy now.
Yeah, TYT are the masters, as you say. Look, Quicker Than You taken out. TYT seem to have mastered this actual domination mode here on Octane. Love the way that they're set this up. Look at Lemon. He is 0-5.
Yeah, that's something you really don't want to do in a respawn game type. Every time you drop from one of those kills, although you will respawn, you do take a position off the map. You weaken your teammates by not being there. They have to cover more angles. They have to think about more on the map. And like I said, it actually prevents your teammates playing well. Yeah, it does indeed. As you see, shots fired there. Lemon trying to go for the hit. He thinks he's managed to get away, but he literally ducked down, as we saw in Oracle mode. Look at TYT. They're actually now setting up in pinkies. They're pushing through. One Juggernaut, one's top of pinkies. They're holding this so well. He does get seen though. Surely he does indeed. He gets that called out. Shots fired. Lemon is bright red. He's going to get taken out. And Somnia's clearing up with a nice two-piece. Look at this. It's just at the moment they just can't do anything. Tazza deciding to come around. He has men in support. This could be the chance for Leverage to try and get this point. Now there are two in here. They are currently up top around A. If they can hold this, they're actually getting in the A spawn. They are. But if they can try and take it now, obviously TYT here are going to do the very sensible thing. Pin them in a way. Let's take C. Just start this again. We'll quite happily switch. But this is the crucial point. If Leverage here can make a few kills mid-map, they might have the opportunity to get it. So we worked out 36 points. That's correct, isn't it? That's one triple cap for a minute. We're a minute 44 into this. There's currently a 26-point difference. This is going to be so hard to bring back here. They need a triple cap from now on in. They really do. I thought this game was going to be closer, but TYT have really stepped it up. Quicker Than You, 11-2 with 2 captures. He's running this map at the moment. Let's see as we jump on board with him if he can continue with this fantastic run of form. Yeah, Quicker Than You really bringing the gun skill to the game here. Absolutely. Oh, they've all gone down. Leverage. It's kind of impossible even with a triple cap. Yeah. So, but they are going to go for it. So let's see if they can try and do something here. Tazza going around the outside. He has men against him, and he's going to get taken down, and it should be all over. Well, it's all 3 down there for Leverage. You know, Savage is 8-10, 9-7 for Tazza. Drains is 5-14 now, 4-10 for Lemon. There is just nothing they can do. It is game over, and the first round going to TYT, and I know for a fact that these boys will be exceedingly happy with this performance. It just gives them a huge step up, and if they take these, then, you know, that gives them a confidence they're going to really, really need going into the COD Champs if they get the qualification. Certainly is, and I said I didn't expect TYT to actually come out this strong. I thought this would be a lot closer game. Turns out it isn't. So for me, you've got to give this to TYT. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me to see them 3-0 this now. Yeah, it really wouldn't, because the SND is one of their favourite games, I believe. Yeah. When we've seen them play, they've taken out some big teams on SND. You know, they bring that A game every time. Domination has always seemed to be a shaky point. You know, Octane, we've seen them get beat a fair bit on that. But when you look at the score, which 61-92, a 31-point gap plus a 36, that gives them a 67-point gap. That is near on a well, look at the points they got there in that round. That's a whooping in anybody's language, and it does seem like TYT have taken that first step to securing their place at the European Regionals. Now, join us for map number 2. It's going to be Search and Destroy. Don't go anywhere.
Guys, welcome back live from the Gfinity Studios, where we have just seen TYT just obliterate Leverage there. Oh, if you don't know who Leverage are, it's we're going to LA. They have changed their name, obviously feeling that it wasn't professional enough. Now we're heading into S&D on Sovereign, and boy, this could be an amazing game here for TYT.
Interesting thing to note, Quicker Than You and Fearcrads are both running that Bulldog, so it's got to be a B push and it's got to be aggressive. Let's see how they're going to play this one.
Yeah, look at this. Quicker Than You immediately comes in, puts down a trophy system. Two trophy systems. That just gives you what they're going to do here. But the bomb is down as Taz took out Insomnius on that top control on the right-hand side, which my guess is that he got picked off directly from their spawn. Using that ladder, literally taking the kill is a huge advantage here for these guys. Fearcrads just covering for his teammate, dropping down and just basically doing recon work as he gets taken out from behind. And we're going to see another death. There we are. Look at that. It's down to Benny Central. A lot of work to do. He's going to pick up the bomb. And what amazes me, they set up quickly for the B bomb, you know, but now look how it's fallen. It's to a huge advantage. We could see an A bomb. He could clear this up. Who knows? We could see our first 4-player clutch.
It's going to be very difficult here. Now, they've got to go for the pinch Leverage. He doesn't even get the first one, unfortunately, as TYT start this off. Donuts all around, as none of them got a single kill. That one, Taz are actually 2-0, and they're going to let him take the defuse as well. So Leverage fighting back in the S&D.
Yeah, that was an unexpected start, I would say. Leverage really being a force to reckon with in this first round. Now, can we see TYT really bring this back? You know, I know we see them running with the Bulldogs, and it's a very close impact weapon. You know, that you can get some range on it. It just doesn't seem to be a big push. But I believe I just saw someone there with a sniper.
There is somebody with a sniper, and I think it was Drainzer. And he's going to go. He's actually got the.
He's got the R5.
It must have been a Lemon. No, he hasn't got it either unless it's on his back.
That's going to be an interesting setup. But look how he's using this. He's literally seen one there. There was a TYT player. Just got out of his line of sight. There goes the trophy system again. We're going to see a push as it's Taz that's going to go for the plant. He does manage to get across there. He's going to have the team back up, but he gets picked off.
Like at him. Patience. He was like, I don't really want to stand up here. And he's managed to get away from that. He's got the bomb now, but they do know he's in there. And you can see TYT closing in. It's 3 versus 3. Let's jump on board with Savage. Quicker Than You actually picks up Drainzer. Savage has that Bulldog trying to go down the bottom.
Yeah, this is he's gonna go up top yellow. He's gonna come around. He's just literally trying to look for the pick-off kills. You know, he's not gonna contest if necessary. As I said, straight away he gets taken out. It's Benny Central picking up that kill. Here's your kill cam.
It is, and they tie it all up. And like I said, I think this might be a close battle. I was predicting it actually at the beginning to be really close. However, TYT Domination just too strong. Leverage will be looking to take this now. And it's like I said, it's interesting. TYT had a fantastic run of form on Domination against Orbit last week.
Yeah.
Can they do so? They also took him on the S&D, took him on Blitz. You're kind of sitting there wondering, how good is this team?
Yeah, it really does. When you look at them, you know, you've got to take into consideration that the players themselves can have off days. Not everybody likes a certain game type, so there are different variables that they can look at here. When you look at the likes of Fearcrads, Insomnius, Benny Central, you know, anything can happen. There'll be a player that will outshine. You know, Benny Central likes S&D. He's currently 2-1. There's the plant down, and it's going to be really, really, really important that these guys can break this round here from Leverage.
Yeah, I know. Let's see what they can do. Quicker Than You is the man we're currently on board with.
He's going to rotate all the way around as he's going to go for the defence on A. There he is. He's going to pick up a kill there. Great plays. And there's shots fired. It's literally for his left-hand side.
Oh, and Insomnius doesn't actually manage to make it. And he's going to be taken down by Savage, who's now 3-1. Lemon 3-1 as well. And it will be a point to Leverage now. 2-1 to them.
Yeah, 2-1 to Leverage. Again, it's such a close play. It really does need to be another round here for TYT to keep themselves in it. It's just round for round at the moment. Until someone breaks that chain, then, you know, we're just going to sit head off from there. Just to give you an update, Orbit are currently 1-0 up against Epsilon. Okay, it was 136-134.
Well, that actually makes this game all the more relevant.
Yep.
If Orbit win, only one of these teams can qualify.
Yep.
That's it. Only one of these teams can qualify. Exile actually have nothing to play for.
Nothing
they are top of the group regardless.
Yep.
Orbit have everything to play for. If they win that, they've qualified. But like I said, only one of these can qualify.
So
if Orbit win.
Yeah, so if Orbit win, it's down to the team that wins this setup here. So it just shows you how close this is. You know, all three teams, Orbit, Leverage, and TYT are the big players here. Keep an eye. Do not go anywhere as we currently see 2-on-2. It's Quicker Than You, Savage, and Drains. Now, how is Savage going to play? He has been flashed. And looking at the play, it's all down to Insomnius now. He's been taken out. He's got a lot of work to do here, Bryce. I don't envy this guy whatsoever.
Me either. He's been tagged up already. He's going to be called out to his teammate. Not able to make that kill, as it will be Leverage now taking this 3-1. And I said this could go right down to the wire between these two teams. They know with Orbit winning, that puts them in a very bad position.
Yeah, it does. You know, Orbit 1-0 up really does change all the actual, I suppose you could say, structure of how this league's going to work out for the last places. Which, you know, I like that because it keeps them on their toes and it allows them to possibly get the feedback. They're going to know what the score is. TYT, I know, are very passionate and hungry for this, you know, and we're going to LA now. Leverage have been absolutely brilliant in this event. They've really brought their game to this, and it's made for some great viewing.
It has. We're jumping on board with Insomnius. Let's see what he can do. Just trying. He's actually going to rotate back here. They look a little bit lost, this TYT team. Not entirely sure what they're going to do. They need a pick or two so they can actually push in one direction. Benny is trying to push forward. Like I said, it's a little bit of a weird play here. They're not together, they're not buddied up, they can't really trade. It's 3 against 3, but they haven't made a push, and 44 seconds left.
Yeah, they really need to pick that bomb up. Look at this, he's moving up in towards the bomb room. It's a difficult situation. Didn't look on his right-hand side, and it's Taz that took out Benny Central. It's 1-on-2, Quicker Than You, coming up into the central control there. I don't think is he going to get it? Yes, he does.
Oh, they must be right behind him.
They've got to be here. He's going to go down. They're going to know that he's going to push for A.
Are they going to just take a look out? I think they might have seen him there.
He
has been tagged up. Now the horrible decision. Do I go straight for it, or do I try and make the kills? Neither of which is really a winning situation. Next one. The other guy's going to challenge him, surely.
I don't think he's
no, he's not. Obviously, he's going to wait for the kill. If it's Quicker Than You can do something here.
Is he going to turn around?
No, it's obvious. Oh, my word!
Quicker Than You.
What a clutch there from him. Oh, my goodness. How on earth has he just done that? The guy obviously didn't challenge him because he was planting the bomb, and he didn't want to be that last kill. Come round, Quicker Than You, more than a match, and takes that one.
That was great reactions, managing to get the bomb plant, jumps up, backs off a little bit. What I want to know is how he didn't tag him up first of all.
I think he was fine. I think he got tagged up very briefly. But Quicker Than You just managed to get away.
Brilliant play.
As we jump on board with Leverage for the attack now. Let's see what they can do. They're going to be smarting after that clutch.
They really will, and TYT will be grateful that Quicker Than You managing to bring that back. 3-2 here. Tazza really not doing anything. He's just checking to make sure no one's coming around behind him or pushing for the rotation. But straight away, Faircrads has been taken out. At the present moment in time on the scores, 6-3 there for Quicker Than You. 3 for 4 for Benny Central. Insomnius 1 for 4. Faircrads 2 for 6. He's the only person that doesn't have a plant. And if you look at the play here, TYT have 3 plants. Every round they've had for the plant, they managed to get it down. It's 1-2 plants now from Tazza, bringing this back. It's 2-on-3 in the favour of Leverage. The play that they're going to have here, they're just literally going to hold tight in this building. Don't do anything stupid. Hold tight, and it's going to be all down to TYT to try and break these guys.
Drains is going to be one of the key players here. If they can get past him. Now, the players have actually gone around the other side, so Drains is going to be irrelevant for just a second. But with that Overwatch position on the bomb, it means that no matter what happens to his teammate, he's still going to be in a good position. Quicker Than You picks up one, though. And it does look like they're just trying to get it. Is he going to go straight for this? Like I said, Drainser is going to be the man who is in a position to try and stop this.
Is he going to do it? He's going to go for the defuse. 1, 2.
No, been taken down once again. TYT down on numbers, not down on luck though, as they actually managed to come back.
bring that well. And I'll tell you what, the momentum from Quicker Than You playing that well is absolutely brought these back up into it and drawn it level. We do have an update on one of the most pivotal games in the actual league that we saw on our 7 o'clock game. Infused currently are 1-0 down to DB Gaming.
Yeah, and that means if DB Gaming win that, they will have guaranteed themselves the qualification spot.
They will indeed. So Infused with a lot of work to do there, time to dig deep. But as you join us here, currently Leverage down a man. It's 3 on 4, and Quicker Than You is really, really playing well here tonight.
Here it is. Now let's see what they can do. They are pushing for that. They seem to prefer A for some reason. Quicker Than You actually being the key player here, 9 and 3 at the moment.
He's looking for the walkthrough on the middle bit. Look, look. There's one literally right in front of him. He's going to push through. He's going to go through towards the server. Look at this. Is he going to get the kill? Surely. Right hand side. Yes, he does. He played that well. He really, really played that calmly. Didn't rush. Wait for the moment. It's 2 on 1, and Savage has the work to do. It's too late. He gets the kill, and he's taken out by Insomnius. Well played.
It really does. And like I said, it sees TYT just seem to have this little bit of fire in the tank when they need it. One of those key players is Quicker Than You, really pulling out all the stops here. Like I said, they know with Orbit winning, this is even more crucial now. Yeah, technically, both of these teams could have gone through if Orbit lost, but Orbit are now 1-0 up, and it's become a fight to the death. Yeah, and that is it. Do you know what? You should never ever rely on another team to take you through. It's all about your team. If you don't bring everything, then there's no point in you turning up. As we see TYT now for the first time bringing back, it's 4-3 to TYT, and we see Savage here holding this server side, looking for the cut through, making sure no one comes round onto that left hand side. Look at Taz here slowly creeping in. He is the man with the bomb. He is the man who has got the 2 plants already. He's pushing forward. Surely he's going to get the plant here. Look as he edges his way through. Drains on the cover, and we see Savage. There is literally one player from TYT right up there. Look, there he is. He's going to take the kill. Well, a little bit wobbly, makes it anyway.
Savage by name there. It was plays that they needed to do, but they are going to get the plant down. This is going to be a job to do here. It's 3 on 3. Quicker Than You, Insomnius, Benny Central versus Tazza, Savage, and Drains. Now, I'd love to see how they're going to play. This, because look in the setup here.
Savage is in a great position. Picks off one,
and it's just down to these 2. They're on the far right hand side, literally on the B.
He's literally picked them apart.
He is. Look,
he's actually going to go for the defuse. Is he going to be able to get this?
He should.
Who's that? No, players come through. They have managed to check the bomb in time. That would have been disastrous if they hadn't. But bringing it back to 4-4 between these 2 teams. TYT and Leverage going toe-to-toe. This is a lot closer than the Domination was.
Yeah, it really is so close. And TYT and both, I keep going to call them, we're going to LA. But, you know, Leverage really matching each other for their gun skills and their planting. It just seems to be one will take one will take other. But you cannot get a draw in this SND. So whoever takes this 6-5, you know, it's going to be a big feather in their cap. Whether it's TYT gives them a 2-round advantage, or we see the boys from Leverage bringing it back to 1 apiece. It's all to play for here. And there's going to be action, and it's just one of those maps you're going to see the push, and all of a sudden you'll see an array of kills, and whoever takes this first is going to be, you know, a big push for these guys. Look at Benny Central clearing that up nicely there.
Here's no Summers is going in. He's actually got the Bulldog. Doesn't manage to get off any shots from it though, and that could be very crucial. Benny Central in with a grenade. It doesn't hit anything. They could go for the rotate to their favourite A here, but it's going to be Fearcrats is in a position that could get him caught out. Now, if they go for the rotate to 8 and get it in, Fearcrats could get the flank here, but he has to be very careful with how he does it.
He literally, if he had turned right then, he would have got the flank and taken out.
He's actually put himself off the flank.
Look at this. He's actually gone all the way round. Is he going to sit tight in this room?
Oh, there's somebody here. We do see somebody on Oracle. He's going to turn around here. The tank's going to block his view. He's going to be very careful now. There is a man right behind him.
Oh, he takes the kill!
Does manage to get it. He's picked his teammate up. He's going to take the R5 as well.
There's literally one again coming right behind him, and literally one in front of him as well. He's going to get the kill. Yes, he does!
He does manage to get it, and that's going to be Tazza, 1 versus 2. Can he go against Benny? And he's going to come into a Bulldog once again, surely. No, he does manage to take it. 1 versus 1. He's got 25 seconds left to go. This could be such a crucial round here.
How is he going to play this? Are we going to see Benny Central maybe sit back? Well, no, he's going to go for the defuse. Surely he hears it.
Oh,
he's
Benny's seen it.
Take it. 5-4.
Easy kill for Benny. He decided to check a little bit earlier than some players would. And I think that's what Tazza was counting on. But Benny just saw his leg as he come out there. If he'd been in a different position, Benny might not have gone out there.
No, not at all.
But he does manage to get it, and that's going to be TYT now, 5-4 up, map point.
Look at, I have to say, the big player here is quicker than you. He's really brought this back for TYT. He is 10 for 5 with 2 plants. We've seen Somnus, he's got 2 plants, and he's currently 4 and 6. None of the other players of TYT are on a positive KD here. It's really interesting to see. So, you know, quicker than you, bringing his SND skills here on Sovereign, and I'm watching as we see Taz here. Surely he's going to see him. He does. Shots fired, nothing taken. Can't take him out. No hit markers whatsoever. So, you know, if TYT take this, it's going to be a great advantage going into next game. They will go 2-0 up in this best-of-5 series as Drains goes with the trophy system. Shots fired, he has been seen. They're going to know they're there. Are TYT going to push in for the Vince? Only time will tell. Is Nitri one on his left-hand side? Will he see him? He's ducking down. Literally, look how close they are.
Let's see what they can do now. Trying to let's get tagged up a little bit there. Trying to be very careful.
Oh, Insomnia's just been taken out there by his own teammate. Benny Central taken out Insomnia's.
Oh,
that's not what you want.
They're really going to hate that. But quicker than you get to kill. It's now 2 versus 2.
Look,
Benny's in there. It's now 2 versus 1. It's going to be up to Savage.
It is indeed. If we look there, Savage doesn't know he's there. There is the plot. We're going to go for it. Oh, Benny Central gets taken out. It's now down to the big man, quicker than you. Can he take this?
Oh,
yes!
he's in him. Is he going to get the defuse in time? I think he is.
He will.
He manages to get this. TYT are going to close out this search and destroy 6-4, and they're going to go 2-0 up in this series as well. They have taken another step closer.
Look at that, 12 for 5 for quicker than you. That is an impressive score for SND. He really did bring his A game. Brought TYT back into it, which I thought leverage were actually extremely strong, but it was just TYT was a force to be reckoned with. The plays that this guy brought was at second to none. Well played, Benny Central.
Certainly is. We also have a score update for you guys. TCM are currently 2-0 up against Insidia, so it's looking quite likely they'll take top of the group.
That would be a nice position to play. It's pretty much expected.
Which means, if I remember correctly, they might end up playing the winner of this game.
Yes, they will.
Yes. If Orbit win and then the winner of this game, no, Orbit will come 4th, I believe.
Yeah, it will be.
That will be an incredible game to see at the regionals.
TCM versus Orbit at the regionals.
Especially since last regional, one member of Orbit, Jake, was in TCM for that regional.
He was.
But
indeed.
let's wait. Let's go to the third map, and we'll see you for it right after this break.
they say, we will be here all day. We'll stay here till it's over. Till the world's out of sight, we will stand, we will fight. It's not over till it's over.
Hello and welcome back. We are going to go into the third map here. It's going to be Blitz, Warhawk, and it is TYT versus Leverage.
Yeah, we just seen TYT take the second map of this best of 3. You know, it was Quicker Than You that really won it for TYT there.
Oh, what a player.
Yeah, he was absolutely awesome, on fire, brought his A game. Now, with the on this map on Blitz, it's a crazy map. You know, it is all about defense here and how you can counter that. Where TYT have spawned on this first one, I think if they can hold this really well, I think you could see them take a really big lead here.
For me, this map is one of the harder ones for teams to play. There are so many ways to kind of sneak around and get into it that it's very hard not to trade points.
Yeah.
So even when you're pushing forward as a team, it's a lot more difficult. Like some maps, you will actually push forward as a complete unit and try to lock them off into a spawn. This map, it's a lot more difficult to do, and you'll see a lot of plays here where it's less about getting the kills and getting into the point and more about just slipping past to get the point. It's more about solo plays for the Blitz point on this one.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? If you get a good run on here as well, you'll normally see a team that will take a capture for capture, and a player will continue to run, and he will run that route until that is stopped, and you'll see then move around and take their, you know, pick up their positions and retry it again. The biggest thing that if a team gets caught going the same way time and time again and doesn't change it up, will be absolutely massacred. And TYT are very strong on Blitz. They do like their game. Fearcrads is known to get an immense amount. Look at Quicker Than You.
This is exactly what I said. Leverage pushed forward, got the kills, still lost the point because of a player slipping through.
Yeah, and well, Quicker Than You. He's no kills on the ball, but managing to get that portal. And that's all that matters as we see Insomnius pick off a kill, taking out Savage. Benny Central sitting back. A lot of people like to sit on this left-hand side, just by the barrels or these tyres, just to make sure they cover from the bar and also on the right-hand side coming from the garage. And they seem to be set up with plays there, as we do see Drainzo takes out Benny Central, and it doesn't matter. They managed to get a trade there. It's Tazza that comes in. He then takes out, I believe Drains took out Insomnius, and Quicker Than You takes out Drains again. And they're just rotating so fast on this broken fence here, Bryce. It's going to be crazy. It's just going to be a trade for trade.
There's now Tazza on board with this man. Let's see what he can do. He does manage to pick up a kill. These teams are going to go in. He's currently 3-0 with 1 capture. So he's doing such great work. He's going to try and pick up another kill here. Doesn't manage to do it. He has been denied. His teammate, though, looks like he might just run free straight into the point, and he does. And it's now going to be 2-1 to Leverage.
Look at this. I have to say, Crads and Central, both players are donutting yet to get a kill, as Benny Central needs to bring something here, as does Fearcrads. It's all about Leverage at the moment. It's 2-1. They just seem to manage to gain that control, and, you know, being that portal ahead at this moment in time doesn't really, you know, mean too much. It can be eaten up quite quickly. But what they need to do is just play maybe a little bit more defensive and, you know, stop the advantage that these guys could take if they swap plays and get the like for like here.
Yeah, but Benny Central now pushing up a little bit. He is meant to get off his donut. So has Fearcrads. As I switch to him, he's actually 1-6. Quicker Than You, though, bringing it home. He's on defense at the moment, 4-1. I feel like TYT need to just compose themselves and get back out here. Defense is not a good defense. You need to be offensive, get out there, win the map, win the trades. You really don't want to be pushed in. You cannot score points from your home flag.
Yeah, they just seem to be a little bit less aggressive here. They need to step this up. Blitz is an aggressive game mode. It has to be aggression. You've got to be quicker on that trigger. You've got to be quicker on the turns. And you see Crads there making a difference, taking out Savage. And it is about the SMGs in this mode. Don't be mistaken. If you've got someone with an AR that can pick off someone, you know, all fair play. But look at that. And that is the difference. It's the drop shots. It's the SMG. It's a trigger finger, and he picks off a second with a drop shot, managing to bring it back. It's 2 apiece. Crads has found his groove. Let's hope he doesn't get out of it.
He was on the bottom for quite a while. He's just rocketed it to the top with that play, bringing it back to 2-2. Fearcrads is starting to step it up, and this could be the difference here. This could be where TYT find their feet in this game. Can they make it 3-0? I have a score update from the Epsilon game. Apparently, Epsilon and X-Orbit are 1-1. I promise you now, if this goes to 3-0, we will try to jump into that game.
Yeah, that would be a really interesting game. Remember, guys, this is the last day of the UK and Ireland qualifiers. It's been an absolutely awesome series of events, and we're down to the last few games. Oh, he doesn't! Gets denied. The spawn goes in the favour of Savage. Picks a kill off there. It's Krads that's going to take one. There's literally another one there. He gets denied. It's 2-2, and I tell you, we could be in for an exceedingly exciting second half if it stays this way.
Could be quite a low-scoring first half. Benny Central now holding. You actually see a player run past him. Just a little bit wobbly there, Benny. Needs to step it up, but he does have a clear run. However, it does look like the player is going to rotate. Make sure Benny can't get in.
Yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 players. One on the right-hand side, jumps from the back of the shed, gets taken out. Insomnia's picking off a nice kill there, just clearing it up.
This is the sneakiness of this map.
Yeah, it is. Do you know, and that offers so much when you look at this. As Krads is going to slide right in, no one's going to stop him because the guys from Leverage were too far forward. And this is what I love. Look at Benny again, clearing this nice. From all of a sudden, they've gone from 2-1 down to 3-2. And they said Leverage needed to be a little bit more defensive and to stop that switch up.
Another player has slipped the net and got in. They've traded it back to 3-3. This is what I said about this map. The team is very important for locking down maps, but it's usually those players who can slip past and just get those points down. Fearcrad's actually top of his team now, 11-9. He stepped it up, but it's going to be equal going in the second half by the look of it.
This is the crazy last seconds. Anything happens in this. We've seen it before. If a team gets this,
unless a player can teleport.
No. Well, I mean, we've seen it before. If anybody can get close and get that last second one, it does give them an advantage going into the second round. Now, this is a different play. TYT managing to bring it back 3-all here.
Yep.
You know, Leverage got that last capture. The play-wise, if you were TYT, on my side, I prefer to attack this way.
It would do. You know what? It's going to be difficult here. I mean, they've now got Fearcrads firing on all cylinders. It was not a good start for the game for TYT.
No, not at all.
It really wasn't. They now need to step it up. So I'm actually going to jump on board with him here, see if he can continue this game as he ended the first half. Now, he is going to push forward. It is 3-3 currently. And he is going to try and get this. Actually, just banged him there. He didn't even have the advantage of cover and took him. And Fearcrads is going the long way.
No one.
However, I was about to say, I think the spawn is going to spawn in the wrong place for him. He's going to have to be very, very careful here. Is he going to see that player? He does actually.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Oh, he's going to get it. And he does get it anyway. Fearcrads starting off in fantastic form. Let's jump on board with someone from Leverage, and it's going to be Lemon, but he gets shut down.
And this is what I was saying before. You'll normally find a player. Is that we see 3 of Leverage go down. You'll normally see a player here carry on running through, and you could see 1. There's 1, 2. He picks it up, and Krads. Is he going to get this? No, he doesn't. He was very weak, and that was a huge advantage there to Leverage. Savage just clearing it up, stopping it becoming 5-3, and it was great plays, but quicker than you. Again, look at Benny Central. He's using this bus. He's going to jump
in. He goes. As TYT have certainly stepped it up this half. And like I said, Benny's coming back on board. Fearcrads is now 17-11. Bear in mind, this guy was 1-6 in the first half. He has turned it completely around.
And this is what you normally see from Fearcrads. He seems to have a little bit of a lull. Then all of a sudden, he wakes up.
He's TYT's clutch player. If they need a clutch, he's going to come through for him.
I mean, look at the gap opening up here. And I said at the beginning, will this favour TYT on the spawnway? And it does, because look at this. Benny Central... If he plays it as quiet and moves as sneaky as he has done, we'll go in this portal here. Surely he's just going to wait for a couple to go down. There's one. He's not going to contest there. He has been seen. Our shots fired. Literally jumps down, using the Juggernaut for cover. Picks that kill up. He doesn't.
Get that one.
He doesn't, but it's Krads with the knife that takes that taser, and Insomnia's running through bar. Look at this, it's just all the time.
Not even my word! Not even worried about it, goes straight through. Like I said, it can be those sneaky plays that make the difference. And TYT have got a handle on this game now. They seem to just be winning all the gunfights. They're defending, they're pushing up. The players who are going solo to try and capture these points are sneaking between players. They're making the kills on the point, and that is why they are 6-3 up.
Leverage haven't scored a portal capture in 3 minutes. They need something, and they need to do it now. Look at this. 2 players from TYT. There's one on the stairs that takes it. And
oh, they're all down now.
Look
Chance
at this.
for Leverage to come back.
It's 2. It won't be any chance at all because the spawn will be too quick. Leverage won't make it in time. And you're going to see, there we go. Oh, 1, possibly 2. Benny Central taking the kill. I tell you what, this could be a return here for the guys from TYT because they've really spawned in a favourite place. Look at this.
Oh,
1, 2. Oh!
No, gets shut down, but his teammate cleans it up anyway. TYT are holding on so close.
Look at the play. There's going to be there's literally a gun battle going down, and we're going to see Crad's going to go through on this right hand side.
Just sneaking through.
There's no one there. No one there at all.
However, look at this. Leverage now trying to put the pressure on quicker than you picking up a kill.
Oh!
Second kill gets picked up quicker than you actually got the 2-piece.
He did.
A player is going to get in, though, but they held off 3 of them, and there is another player there as well. Who is that? They're just running it. Look at this. Another point's gone in. It's now 8-4. 1 minute 30 left to go, and you know TYT can taste that invitation to the European regionals.
I have to say, it was Insomnius getting that 8 capture here, but we do
It's a base race.
It is.
Look at this. Base race.
It's 9-5, 2 captures now in a short space of time coming from these guys from Leverage, but quicker than you. He's just picking up kills for fun here. But Mike Fearcrads is 23 for 15 with 5 captures, now pushing it to 10. You know, there's 4 points difference. As soon as we hit that 40-second mark, which we can do at any point, you know, this is going to be it. This could be a nice 3-0 here for TYT.
It could be. And now we're just checking there. And
they know it as well.
You can see, and people don't realise this about trading in this kind of game of base races. If you're ahead, it goes to your advantage because what you're actually doing, if you trade properly, is you're burning time that the other team can catch up.
Yeah,
as long as you trade, that's another 10 seconds gone.
It's done. It's done.
It's done.
No.
Oh,
yes, it is.
It's done now. That is all over. TYT will have qualified here, and you know what? We've just got to find out the orbit thing, and you can see LVG are leaving.
Yep.
They have left the game.
They
Unbelievable.
know.
Another score up for you guys is TCM have 3-0'd their Insidia, and now they will be top of the group. And you can even see some of these guys. They know they've done it. Fearcrad stepped it up. Quicker Than You was a monster the entire way through the series. The celebrations are coming in. They know no matter what happens in the other games, they are going to London.
Yes, they are. They have secured a place that they have been buzzing about for weeks. The guys from TYT have been absolutely buzzing about it. We do have a score update here, Bryce.
Yes, we certainly do. It's DB2. Infused 0. It does look like DB Gaming have the better hand on Infused at the moment, and that could mean they qualify.
Yeah, it does. If they win the next game, you know, that's 3-0 Infused. It does depend on the high roller gaming situation, you know, so we will keep updated on that. But TYT, they beat Orbit last week. They've beaten Leverage, or used to be known as We're Going to LA, you know, and they've really stepped this up. I am overly impressed with the way they've performed tonight. Big well done to you guys. It's so nice. So that would mean at the present moment in time we have 6 places filled?
I believe so. We are going to just quickly go to a break, and then what we're going to do is be right back. I am hoping to get into the Orbit Epsilon game. The reason we didn't stream that game, guys, I'll be honest with you,